to shake the matrix, expand our minds, and make us all think. What's going on? Why are we on an hour early? Well, today we have to go get some things done. So we've got to go do them, and it's at 8 o'clock when we're live. So I decided not to make you miss it out and come on here and talk today. And today we're going to talk about the illusion of aging. Many of you, well, I'm 49. Not only 49, I'm supposed to be paralyzed from the neck down. MRIs say so. So there you go, and here we are. I don't even look my age, and considering what's all been thrown at me, including a death sentence, I bounce back. Yeah, I definitely go through it every so often, but I know the truth of my existence, and I keep bouncing out of it every time. So, grand risings, beautiful souls. Today, we got a good one to talk about, of course. We're going to walk through a door few dare to even open. You know, it'd be interesting to watch how many, even in a community that I'm around, start to go backwards in their aging instead of aging forward, like the world's been programming us to do all this damn time. So, the door that questions, there's one that's few and very few that ever open it. It's a door that questions one of the deepest collective illusions. The aging. That aging, decline, and death are irreversible. They don't make any sense now, do they anyways? In the first place, we're energy. We can't be created nor destroyed. So how the hell did we get into this timeline of being born and dying? It doesn't add up for the truth of our existence. For thousands of years, humanity has lived beneath a spell, a lie, a hypnosis cast that not just by time, but by belief. From the moment we are born, the world has been whispering, you will grow old, you will weaken, you will die. Everybody born is dying. You're dying every day, man. Really? You're aging every day, man. Your bones are getting old every day. Really? They programmed us so well that we even tell ourselves this every fucking day. Why? And we all agree to this, to that story, without ever questioning who the hell wrote it in the first place. And why did we write it? What's going on? But what if, like all great illusions, it's simply a program, a code that can be written? What if you've been lied to and aging is just some made up bullshit that they mentally made you believe? And the entire reason you're aging and getting achy bones and all of that is because they programmed you to speak that over yourself, to believe it to be real. And they even did little things to our bodies to give the mind the ability to think that's what's going on. And even had doctors coming up to you and telling you nothing's wrong with you, you just aging, man. To even add to the fuel. In the Gnostic tradition, the body is seen not as a punishment, but as a vessel, a divine temple temporarily shaped by matter to house the infinite spark of the soul. And you're that divine spark, that infinite spark. Well, how the hell is an infinite spark dying and great and old and getting aging and wrinkly and everything? Because you believed it. The ancient Gnostics said that the material world was formed by the Demerge, a creator unaware of higher realms. And yet within that creation, the divine still breathes. To awaken is not to reject the body, but to liberate the spirit through it. Thoth, the great scribe of Atlantis and the keeper of the emerald tablets, once said, man is in process of changing to forms that are not of this world, grand risings. Grow thou in the knowledge and the light on this plane. Know that the future is one with the past. You see, he taught that time itself is a spiral, not a line. It's not this. It's this. but it always goes counterclockwise. So today I want to invite you to imagine something. Good morning, everybody. What if aging itself, the wrinkles, the stiffness, the decline, is simply the shadow of forgotten alignment? A frequency distortion, not a destiny. And I think I've proven this on top of it. You know, I've proven this over and over again, just by my physical body standing. You know, the Hermetic principles of correspondence, it says, as above, so below. This is not just poetry. It's physics, cloaked in mysticism. The unseen world of energy, consciousness, and quantum vibration mirrors and governs the seen world of matter. You know, if the cosmos is eternal, stars rebirthing, galaxies recycling, energy transforming endlessly, how could we have made of that same cosmic substance be bound by decay? It makes no sense. We've been lied to. But the problem is we believe the lie. And we've continued it on. See, when your inner world, your beliefs, emotions, and energetic frequencies falls out of harmony with the universal laws, your body mirrors that discord. Aging is the echo of the disharmony, like the separation, the divide. Change the above, your consciousness, and the below, your physical form transforms. What you got in here and here, the heart and mind, what they believe is what you get here. I don't look 49. No one ever imagines that. You know, Carl Jung even understood this in other this is in another language, and he said it was until you make the unconscious conscious, it will rule your life, and you will call it fate. See, what we call inevitable aging may in fact be unconscious program of decay, a collective shadow we're inherited. To awaken is to bring that shadow to light and say, hey, we're eternal. We're immortal. We're not mortals. We have been trained into decline. We hear in our language, I'm getting old. My back's not what it used to be. These phrases are incarnations, verbal spells cast into your cells. And how do I know this? I'm an example of it. The doctors told me, they put their hands on me. I didn't even feel them put their hands on me. And they told me that I was going to be paralyzed from the neck down for the rest of my life. My first response was, fuck you. I'm walking out of here. That doctor told me it was the best fuck you, I'm walking out of here he's ever heard in his life. Because when he heard him, he didn't believe him. But he sure as hell realized I did. Because I didn't care what they said. This was my body. And I knew I got to tell it what to do. See, psychology even confirms what mystics have always known, that the mind shapes reality. Neuroscience shows that thoughts are electric, emotions are magnetic, and together they generate our biofields that alter gene expression. And I'll tell you, the moment I believe anything else, or the moment I let myself get beaten down, wow, I look in the mirror and I've aged. But it goes right back when I realize the truth of my existence. See, every I am statement becomes instructions to the body. Say, I am tired, you just told it to be tired, and your cells obey. Say, I am renewing, and they begin to repair. So you can wake up in the morning and you can say, body, stop, old poor program, enhance new program, mind of clarity, on, Mind of anxiety and depression, off. Heart of clarity, on. Heart and mind and soul as one in the divine spark as the I am, on. Humanity's program of false belief systems, off. So your mind is a tuner and your body's the instrument. And when you change the frequency, you change the song. Mindset and body that was programmed to be broken and terminal, off. Body of life, of eternal youth, and full function, on. You got the right to program. The problem is we didn't believe it. Your computer. Tell it the codes it needs to have to run and walk in it. So you look at the tree. They don't age. They transform. Seasons are not declines, but rhythm. An oak doesn't apologize for shedding leaves. It knows spring will return. You see, ancient forests remind us life doesn't fade. You know, it doesn't fade. And when it's connected to source, it's only when we disconnect through artificial light, processed foods, and spiritual numbness that the energy flow stagnates. See, when I live close to the earth, I notice how my body remembers. Barefoot walks in the hum of the soil, the scent of pine. My cells seem to awaken. Nature resets our biological coherence. You know, Thoth meant when he said, man is light and light is man. And when you walk in nature, your light field, it recalibrates to the frequencies of the planet, the Schumann resonance, and the illusion of aging begins to dissolve. Modern science even confirms these ancient truths. Epigenetics reveals that the genes are not fixed, they are light switches, turned on and off by environments, emotion, and energy. See, your DNA is listening to your consciousness. What is your consciousness telling your DNA? You see, telomeres, the caps on your chromosomes, shorten with stress and lengthen with meditation. Gratitude and love. Meditation is the juice of the youth of life. Quantum biology shows that every cell communicates through biophotons and light emissions that carry information. When you live in coherence, heart, mind, and body aligned, your cells radiate more light. And this is quantum coherence. When every particle of your being vibrates in symphonies, the ancients called this the Christ consciousness, the golden body, not some external God that religion created. See, there was a time when I lost movement in my body. I was in a major car accident. I had a compression. I still have a compression on my brainstem. I am not claiming this, but this body has that when it's shown in MRIs. And C1 to 2 and T1 to 4 destroyed. That's not a miracle. It was called I remembered my original design, the spark of the divine, the one consciousness, and I said no. And I say no to it every day when I wake up. I rise and say no. Body of the program of the old system, the lying system, turn off. The program of the divine, pure consciousness, wholeness, creator, on. I am that I am. Science can't fully even explain it, but it aligns perfectly with Thoth's teaching. You know, there was this time, because I refused the timeline, I hung from a bar as well. I will never forget, I put a bar across my door and I would grab my grip and I would hang every single day. And then I would start pulling myself up. And guess what? In my 1 year of therapy, where I was learning how to use my body again when it was told it wasn't supposed to work, they realized they had to put me in physiotherapy because this woman was walking and this woman was determined, and there was nothing anyone was going to do to stop it. So for a year, I did strengthening and moving and learning to move my body, emotions, and everything. By the time I was done, my physiotherapist coach basically had a freaking wrestler, professional wrestler. He did UFC and wrestling, and he got us to do the grip test together. And then he got us to see who could do the most pull-ups. And normally, it's not normal for women to be able to do a lot of them. I beat that guy. And he was big bound and muscle, and I was just a scrawny thing. But because I visualized, I hung from that bar every day. I prayed, I meditated, I commanded my cells, remember their original design. And slowly, the impossible happened. Strength returned, just like when I came back from death to life in a body. I said, no. Cells awaken. Dead cells come back to life. Restore this body. It will rise. It will eat. It will function. It will move. It will live. It will thrive. Oh, program off. And science can't still to this day fully explain what I got going on. But it aligns perfectly with even Thoth's teaching. Man is only what he believes himself to be. What do you believe yourself to be? It's not about what you think about others, because, by the way, whatever you're thinking about others is you. You can't even think about anything in anyone else's life without you knowing or experiencing or being it yourself. Just that's science for you. Watch what you point and do in life. Watch what you speak over this body. You know, Doris Day once said, wrinkles are a hereditary. Parents get them from their children. Her humor hid wisdom. She was pointing to how attitude shapes biology. Those who live with joy literally wrinkle slower. Laughter oxygenates the cells, boosts the immunity, and aligns the heart and brain. So smile and laugh your asses off, people. It keeps you young. Carl Jung, too, found that aging could be rebirth, not decline. He wrote that the stages of life, that the second half of life is meant for individuation. You know, for realizing the self beyond the mask. Those who resist the process grow bitter and rigid. Those who embrace it grow luminous. So perhaps aging is not the enemy. The illusion is inevitability. Every cell in your body is replaced skin. Every 27 days, your liver every 300 days, bones every 10 years. The body is a river, not a statue. You're not aging. You're rearranging. The placebo effect proves it. Belief alone can heal even without medicine. The mind is the physician. The body, the obedient apprentice. You are not bound by old codes. You are a quantum antenna capable of tuning to infinite frequencies of renewal. I did. And when you align your heart, breath, and focus, you enter quantum coherence. The heart emits an electromagnetic field 5,000 times stronger than the brain. And when the heart and mind synchronize, your entire being becomes a beacon of creation. So let's bring it home. So here's 5 rituals to rewrite the code. 1, the quantum grip, strength ritual. Hang from a bar or squeeze a ball, but visualize gripping life itself. And affirm, I hold onto vitality. My quantum grip renews me. And 2, sit, rise, grounding, balance rituals. Sit and rise, squat, get up, rise from the earth, no hands. Feel the current of Gaia lift you and affirm, I anchor in timeline flow. I refuse weakness. So then we do the hip flow, mobility ritual. Move your hips like water. I choose flexibility in my body and mind. And quantum meditation is 4. Breath light into your cells. See your DNA shimmering with new codes. My genes align with cosmic renewal. Affirm that with yourself. And 5, nature, communion, energy rituals. Walk barefoot, listen, merge, affirm. I am one with the eternal field. What if you could hold the power of life and death within your own awareness? Even Thoth taught that those who master the laws of vibration master life itself. And in truth, there is no death, only change of form. What do you believe your form? You are not your wrinkles, your numbers, or your past. You are light wearing matter for a while. You are the universe remembering itself. So grip life, ground deep, flow freely, and refuse the program of decline. And write your own code. Because the unseen control the seen. And you, beloved souls, are the unseen made visible. You are the key, so unlock it. Well, make sure you do one thing toward your day every day, in your dreams. Not your day. Make sure you recognize that you're valuable and you matter. You're all unique puzzle pieces, a part of the ultimate puzzle of cosmos. Hang in there. Peace and love. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 8 a.m., back to our normal time. Make sure you like and subscribe if you have not, and make sure you share this with someone. Sure, there's a lot of us out there who believe we're old. Need to hear this. I can't wait to start seeing a bunch of people walking around looking a lot much younger. That's one way of knowing who's been listening now, isn't it? All right, peace and love. We'll see you guys.